What a shame to see me this way. You're so fine, can't look away. It's like I'm holding my tongue, I just hope I don't bite it. Why am I fighting? Is it cause I'm excited? Yeah. Oopsie, excuse me. My name is...
Yo. You tuning in to the No Yes Man podcast?
No. Yes.
It's your boy New Future Flash in the building. We got the homie.
Ralph Double Undergot. Ralph, do you not? Are you with us here today? Are you with us?
We got the other homie.
You know when it's real when you got other niggas want to say your name on the thing.
Man,
you know, that's what I'm talking about. That's when you a goat.
Man, look, man.
That's
y'all
when
know
you
who
a
it be,
goat.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
SDOT,
A goat.
that's me.
That's that goat,
Mastering
man.
the man.
We don't know who
This
he is.
man, yeah.
We ain't on you yet.
Man.
We ain't on you yet,
All right, we
bro.
can go back to you.
We ain't on you
go
yet,
ahead,
bro.
it's your turn then.
The camera ain't never moved.
All right, heck, reintroduce him. Let him try again because
You know what I'm
he's
saying?
asleep.
It's your boy, no other than the GOAT.
It
Ralph
doesn't matter what your name is.
Hat.
Jabroni.
Y'all go follow me, you know what I'm saying? Now let's move to my man, Mastering the Man.
Look,
over here
y'all
in the
know who
corner,
it be.
you know what I'm saying?
SDOT, that's me. At Mastering the Man. Holla at your boy.
So it's been a pretty hectic week, I guess, because y'all feeling a little spicy today, huh?
Man.
I'm on, you know what I'm saying? Let me just start off by saying, bro,
I
I'm
just
on
can't
my
win.
thing because I just want our people to be great. And let's be punctual. Let's be punctual, y'all. Let's stop the CP time thing. That joint got to end now. You know what I'm saying? Let's cut it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not even going to go into that. Because y'all know it sounded like some BS, didn't it? It sounded like some BS. If y'all go to my Instagram, at Mastering the Man, shameless plug. Go to my Instagram right now. You'll see me waiting. So I could have been even later. Obviously, because I got here and you wasn't ready. So Ralph's not on his job for some reason. Heck, we might need to look into, maybe a replacement if his man can't keep his stuff
We
together.
gotta blame somebody.
The IT man needs to keep it together. Sick and tired of having the IT issues every week, okay?
Y'all see my facial expression looking at this foolishness?
Nah, flip the camera to me so they can see. Black Lives Matter.
Hey, speaking of Black Lives Matter,
Yeah, they still
check
matter.
out my shirt. You know what I'm saying? Designed by
A real one.
He still ain't say his name. That's crazy. He
real
still
one.
ain't say his name.
I already said my name, dog. So you ain't paying. See, this how I sidetracked you.
A real
bro.
one. A real one is not your name.
And the shirt that he's wearing is from his Royal Heart clothing line. So
Exactly.
just
You know
make
what I'm
sure,
saying?
you know what I'm saying, you stay tuned and you peeping all of the great, not only content, but clothing coming out the shop. Where you get your shirt from, Sam?
My cousin actually made this. Man, he
You know
made
what
it
I'm
for a
saying?
whole
We
fam.
keeping
gotta-
everything,
I'ma
we
show
keeping
y'all the
everything
back.
within house.
No, show y'all the back.
Hey,
Shout out to my cousin
Yeah.
Wayne Lewis. He's a
Smooth.
victim of police brutality. He was shot in the back
so
Oh.
before,
in 1970 as he ran away from a scene of a crime that he was not involved in. The
Dang.
case was thrown under the rug, forgotten, but we will never forget you.
So I guess before we start the foolishness, you wanted to talk about the blackout on the 7th?
Yes, so in related news, Hector, T.I. has called for a nationwide blackout on July 7th where no money will be spent neither in-store or online in the black community.
In the black community or outside the black community?
The black community is asked to not spend money on July 7th.
On any business? Or is it just businesses
It's
outside
just
of
businesses.
minority?
We're just doing a financial blackout. Don't buy nothing. You need something for the 7th? Go buy it on the 6th.
Okay. Everybody down? Everybody participate?
Let's see. All right, so this is an official announcement. Blackout Day, July 7th, 2020. This is a call to action. We need one day of solidarity in America when not one black person in America spends $1. This includes Africans, Native Americans, Asian Americans, Hispanics, all people of color. Together we have $3.9 trillion in economic spending power. That's 10, I guess that's trillion? $10 trillion is going to cost per day next time a person of color gets shot. We will call it Blackout Day 2020, July 7th, 2020. Please spread the message and let's show how real we are.
You already know I'm down to be frugal anytime.
Blackout Day.
Anywhere.
So look, listen, fellas, this is your chance, right? So you already know it's Blackout Day on July 7th. If your girl asks for a date, she's inconsiderate. Get rid of her.
Wow. We just took that all the way left.
All right, just kidding. But you should probably inform her that we're not spending money
I'm
that
gonna
day.
tell you right now, your girl just walked out the door.
Oh,
White girl. Oh. Never mind. Back to recent news.
But yeah, so I'm down to do it. You doing it, Ralph?
I mean, it doesn't bother me to do it, bro. But you know what I'm saying.
but ain't no buts about this. We're not spending no money.
Oh no, there's a but because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, let me hear it.
People ain't gonna follow this.
So we're not
do you
asking
think
about
that?
people. We're asking about you.
I'm
Are
good
you
with
going to
it.
stand with your people in your community, or are you going to crumble?
First off,
Turn the camera to him so we can get an answer.
It's already on
It's
him.
already
But
on me. First
Ralph
off.
ain't with a lot of the foolishness that's been going on.
first off, thank you, Heck. Ralph don't be with the foolishness.
So is Ralph spending money on the 7th? That's all we want to know. That's what the
I
people
don't
want
need
to
to.
know.
I don't have to spend.
That's what the
money on
people want to
7th.
know.
I don't need to spend money on the 7th. I don't need to spend money.
But
today.
are you?
Yeah.
Is the question.
No.
So we don't want to hear no buts then, Ralph.
No, but the
Yeah.
buts is it's bigger than just a few people.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. Just if us 3 do it and if 300 other people don't do it, then shit. What are we?
Yeah.
What is the cause really fighting? We still are not getting it. Everybody has to buy in.
Yeah, but
That's
the
the
thing is
problem.
everybody has to buy in without wondering if the next person is buying in because everybody's doing the same thing.
Self-accountability.
Everybody's saying, well, everybody's not going to buy in, so it's not really. I'm not really going to matter that much. We do the same thing with voting. Like everybody's like, oh, my vote doesn't
Nobody's
matter.
gonna vote, so we do not vote. Yep.
Yeah. Like you gotta be able to do what you want to do and what you think is the right thing to do. Like on July 7th, it's not going to kill you to not spend any money. Now, if you have a necessity, say you're about to run out of gas, buy some gas. Don't be foolish.
Oh well,
Why
first,
wouldn't you
hold
do it?
on. First off, there's some people that there's some black minority owned gas stations now, dog. They don't even hit the news.
That's
So
where
I don't know if y'all following, but
But see,
this is where my segment is. I'm not saying I'm okay with the not buying thing. That's cool. But I think there's a better way to go about that. This is just me.
But how do you know? So how would you ever notice your power if you don't exercise it? He's saying for one day that can cost the country $10 trillion. That'll wake up everybody just to be like, look, this is how powerful we are.
I am on board with that. But also would wake up people is if you have to buy something, buy it from your own.
From your own community. Yeah, I mean
That's
With
what
that
I'm
10
saying.
But
That's all I'm saying. I'm cool with not going out to Target, Walmart,
Starbucks.
Starbucks,
okay.
and Chick-fil-A and stuff. And
But the
buying
thing is
stuff, you know what I'm
also
saying?
though,
It's
the thing
cool.
is though,
I'm
is
cool with
also
that.
one, you should already be doing that. That shouldn't be something that you're
On a day.
exercising doing. I think everybody has the ability to not spend on July 7th. And if you don't do it, it's because you're being lazy. You have any other day to go do whatever you need to do. You should be able to go one day without spending money.
I'm totally on par with you, but I know DoorDash still gonna be popping.
Then why didn't you cook on the 6th? Like, and that's what I mean. That's being
I'm
lazy.
with you.
That's
I'm with
being
you.
lazy.
Bro,
Like,
I'm just saying, bro.
So
I'm just
basically,
saying.
what you saying ain't no excuse.
it ain't
It
really ain't. And,
He right.
and if you don't, you being lazy, and you can't complain about changes not occurring when you won't even just not spend no
Little
money.
steps.
Yeah, take
Little
a
steps.
little step. You won't spend money for one day. But
You're
when you broke and you can't spend money, then it's another thing. But when you can intentionally not spend money one day, you won't go to the grocery store the day before. You won't go get to the gas station the day before.
Nah, they feel like getting out of bed.
You won't go get that bottle the day before so you can chill on the 7th. You ain't got to hit the
man,
ABC.
I ran out
you
of
ain't gotta
time,
hit the man on the day before, so you ain't got to, you know what I mean, worry about getting that. Like,
Technically, that money.
But you see the thing you always talking about. You're talking about all that prior preparation.
but
That prevents poor performance.
Because the thing is it's not about not spending money. We're going to black out a certain day to hit
can
them,
see
so you can
the
see
drop.
what happens when we don't spend money on that day. So any prior preparation, that's not what he's worried about. He's not saying don't go get groceries, don't do whatever
I'm
you
just
got to
saying
do.
on what you just said.
Yeah.
Because that is, you know what I'm saying? If you get that before, then
Yeah.
you don't have, you have no need. There's no reason to do that.
But that's
day.
and that's what he's calling for. He's saying do everything that you
Yo.
need to do before.
And then look, somebody just said July 7th, the Great Fives come out. That shit shot. Niggas buying them shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, put this
See?
comment, bro.
But if you hit
on the
me,
screen.
That
but
doing
if you
shot.
hit me up before the 7th, I can get you on guaranteed. So just
up.
hit me up. You ain't got to worry about buying them on the 7th. So there you go.
We just got a comment saying July 7th, the Great Fives come out.
Yeah.
Someone call Jordan and tell him to hold that.
Call him. I ain't got his number.
That would be a huge move.
Now, if you can get this is my thing though. These are the people that have that major platform.
Yeah.
And if you can get Jordan and be like, you know what, I'm with my people on this, and we not releasing these.
But has he really ever been for the people? He invested in private prisons.
But this is
that house majority black people.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't not disrespecting. Like, look, first off,
I'm not saying
Jordan,
that he didn't do
Jordan
anything for the community. I'm saying,
ever,
but
dog.
has he ever when has he ever come out and done anything like that? Like, that's not his platform.
Style.
Like the probably the closest person we might get to do some shit like that is like a Killer Mike, a T.I., maybe an artist or something like that.
But this
maybe LeBron. I don't even see LeBron doing it.
Nah, I kind of actually could see him doing stuff. He doesn't. He kind of puts himself out
but
there.
He probably
bro.
don't spend money anyway.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. When they have that kind of, bro, like the movement and impact that man has, that he step out and do that, so many people are gonna respect that and follow that.
Exactly. But you gotta, and that's the thing that's wrong with our community though, because why does LeBron have to do it before you do it?
Because it's the false idol syndrome, bro.
Yeah.
Like, why can't you just say, you know what, I'm gonna just do some shit to support my people. You know what, I'm not gonna spend money on the 7th, like, and just be accounted. Like, it's one day. Just go ahead and be accounted. Be a part of something. Like, people were like avoiding the protest. Go be a part of something.
See, that goes back to my with my football coach. That's why I said, bro, these sports, football, bro, these coaches, it makes so much sense, bro. They always said football is not just a game, bro. It teaches you life lessons.
Yeah, that's sports,
bro. Our whole, and it just in general, you're right, just sports. Like, it's just when we're in the football field, we're trusting 10 other guys to do their 111. That's what my coach said. Do your 111. If you do your one thing and if you block that one dude that we asking for, we gonna bust this play wide open.
Don't let it be two. Don't
you know what I'm saying?
Trip somebody on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Don't let
you
it
do
be
a little
two.
extra, bro. That's even better. But you know what I'm saying. If you just do your one job, each person do their one job.
Facts.
We'll get the job. We'll get our goal accomplished.
Yeah, and why is it so hard for our community to do our one job? Like,
because
everybody wants to be sheep.
Everybody want to separate everything. You know what I'm saying? And we just got to get out of the selfish mentality in general.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, I got to be able. It's like a potluck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to bring my stuff, trusting everybody else gonna bring their stuff. I can't worry about what you bring.
Yeah.
You know, and
you saw the list like I saw the list. You see my name was signed up. Yeah.
I mean,
accountability.
That's big, man. Like, and the crazy thing about accountability is me and Ralph had a pretty extensive conversation the other day, and I really didn't know how to bring it up. But I wanted to basically.
It better not be Big Roro.
No, it's just basically about culture and race are not the same thing.
Gotcha.
Right? Everybody says, "Oh, he's white. He's not for the culture." That statement is incorrect.
Yeah.
In totality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and Ralph was basically saying, we got to stop just saying this is culture and start holding ourselves accountable. You know what I mean?
I agree.
It's just like going to Google, going to Amazon, going to Apple, and applying for a job. You're going to carry yourself different. You're going to speak different. You're going to present yourself differently. Why do you think that is? It's because, you know what I'm saying, perception is everything.
Yep.
So Ralph is basically saying that you being set in your ways is just you being caught up in a narrow lens. Like, you're not seeing the bigger picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You sleep.
And you're not able to adapt.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're not able to adapt, you're putting yourself in a cage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all from different backgrounds. We all from different locations.
Yeah, facts.
And we all came together and we act different now completely than what we act 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm just a person that's like, bro, I feel like people do a lot of pointing the finger than actually evaluating and reflecting on the situation. It's like, oh, I went to the job, they want me to do this way. Like, why do I gotta be, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do it this way.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, let's think about this. Well, if they let you do what you want to do, then they got to do for everybody do it like that. And is that the image that you trying to have for, you know what I'm saying, for a brand, or, you know what I'm saying? No, it's not saying you're going to do less or better work, but it's, you know what I'm saying, we have to have some order. That's why I said there's got to be some order.
Some code.
Some code. Yeah, it's like you got to have something. You know, it's like, I mean, trust me, bro. I'm an advocate. I love like being able to just chilling, like not having to be a suit and tie every day.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. You know what I'm saying?
I think
but at the same time is when I feel like you know when you're in different places.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on, let's think about it. You go out to the club, right? People go out to the club or go out to party. You get dressed trying to be fly, right? You know what I'm saying?
You better
So
be.
that's the same way you should be trying to dress doing. It's like you do stuff for different scenarios. So I think like you should take your pride in yourself in work, because at the same time, right, you trying to move up and make a better profile or a better image for yourself in the work community. I think you should do the same way. So when I'm working from home or working in the office and I'm not meeting clients, I might dress a little more lax. But when I'm meeting these clients that are shelling out that's really about to be making payments to the job, like really keeping us going.
It's first impression is key.
It is, bro, and it's just like I think that's important.
I think what troubles like everybody about this whole wearing suits or something like that is it's a societal thing that has been set as a standard, but we were never in the society to set the standard. Like when Ho says, I teach you how to move in a room full of vultures, like. These are rooms that we're now getting into. Yeah, we never been in them before. We didn't set the tone of the room. We didn't come in there and say, dress like this and act like this. So I think that's the whole combative part. It's like, oh, well, why do I need to wear a suit to an interview? Why can't I wear this? Or why do I need to talk this way at work? Why can't I wear this? It's because we've seen other people who don't look like us set the standard, who don't talk like us, who don't walk like us set the standard. So now we're afraid of the change because we have to change to fit what they set as a societal standard. But you shouldn't take it so like when it comes to work, when it comes to business, when it comes to money, it's never personal. When you complain about work, like okay, you might have had a long day, but you should never take work personal. That's why they say never take work home. Like business is business. Like
so, how do you end up coming up with your dress up Monday?
I like to get dressed. I have suits in my closet that I do not wear. I wear them to church. I wear them to court. That's
all right though.
Yeah, like
I think that's a good thing. Like I think people should do. You should also do what feels good. But also don't get it twisted. I know for certain that Sam, when he's going out to a certain deal with his job, he's gonna look the part.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And my company knows that, and like they probably feel comfortable with me being in front of people because because I'm well dressed or whatever. And it's like we got to get back into feeling okay. Like every time I used to put a suit on, bro, it used to be, what you got, court? Like why I always gotta be going to court? You know what I mean? Like why I always gotta be going to a funeral? You know what I mean? Just you know what I mean? Or even why do I have to have an interview? Like, why can't I just want to look good? And anytime you put on a suit, you're going to get a compliment. Like, anytime. People treat you different. People respect you. People, like, look at you different. It's the uniform for a man. Like, a suit is the uniform for a man.
Okay. See, the thing is, it's all mentality based, bro. You know what I mean? Like you said, people treat you different. And I was explaining to my cousin because we had a huge argument because he's basically saying people shouldn't judge you when they first see you. And I said,
what else they gonna do?
That's human nature for one.
What else they gonna do though?
Even it don't matter what race we talking about. When you see somebody, you judge them immediately. Whether you act on it or not,
it's a science. You can't even flip it off.
It's just like you pull up to a group of girls in a hoopty. You get treated a certain way. Now, the same person pull up in a Lambo.
You're gonna get treated
different. This is just known facts, bro. They got these on YouTube.
And that's just on a
facts they do.
That's just on a little scale, bro.
Yeah.
So now when you in a grocery store, dressed a certain way, looking a certain way, carrying, talking a certain way, when somebody treats you that way, it's you kind of got to be aware of where you're at in your situations. Like me, I got tats all over me. I knew when I made that decision to get tats, when I walk into a certain room, I'm going to get looked at a certain way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't then blame the little old white lady for looking at me like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Because everybody that she knows with tats is probably a certain way.
Or seen.
Yeah,
on TV,
or seen on TV.
Her,
yeah.
all that stuff. So
all her experiences, whether real life or on TV or a book or anything, might have been negative. So you can't hate her negative response.
So my thing is,
it's not.
I can choose
not
to
born
either
as taught.
look at the white lady and be like, "You racist bitch," or I can approach.
That's $1 for the jar.
Or I could go up to her and be like, "Hey, how are you?" You know what I'm saying, and try to change her perspective. Because that's what all of this is about. Is about how people's experiences, for one, what people have been taught. You know what I mean?
And you could change the experience.
Exactly, and that how we handle situations determines that.
Yep.
Because we could just add fuel to the fire, or we can just try to change stuff within ourselves.
Facts.
That's even with like take being an HBCU grad, right? Mm-hmm. When I go into a company, like A&T, shout out A&T. When I go into a company, my first instinct is I don't want them to ever look at another person from an HBCU and be like, the last one we had didn't work out.
Yo, that is so
like,
real, bro.
That's what I hate. Like whenever I go into any like professional situation where like that's where I'm representing, like you gotta be able to leave a door open for somebody and help change the perspective. You have to do it. Like
that is literally was my move. Like when I went to grad school at State, like I don't know for a lot of y'all, if you are in grad school or have gone in there, I mean, I'm sure y'all know how small it is or how tough it can be to get in to certain programs.
It's a tight-knit group,
Yeah, so my program, dude, our class was only like 20 people.
Yeah.
Like 25 people. I mean, that's applicants just for my...
Shoot, it's on Greek lines more than that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So my actual class was small, and thousands of people are applying for these spots.
Trying to get in,
So the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I got in, you know, or was blessed enough to be, you know what I'm saying, accepted into the university in that program, you know, I took that as a real honor. And then to find out, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, yeah, this dude is from an HBCU.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's in a big PWI.
And
you know
putting on, though.
That is like a thing like, oh,
you went to both.
Yeah, I went to both, but it's like, oh, they see how, you know, the work that you do. Because now, you know what I'm saying, I feel like you're being microscope. You're watched.
For sure.
You're watched.
Yeah.
So,
because they don't want you to be able to be competent at what you're doing. They want you to struggle.
So it's like, oh, yeah, you might have did really great at the HBCU, but so my grades, that also got me there. So they're like, okay, we can take a chance on this minority guy because he did have grades and stuff. So we know he going to know how to, like, apply himself. But at the same token, it's like, you still being watched. So it's like, I'm basically that caveat for like, can this now be another feeder to here? Like, can we bring more A&T people in there? Like, I'm a test and example.
Because the thing is, if you go into the program and you drop or you flunk out, then they like these people can't handle it. They can't handle it. They're not built for this type of program.
Right. And it was only like, bro, when I went in, I swear, bro, it was only like one or maybe two people before me that came from there.
I believe it,
from
bro.
there. And now it's like, dude, it's nuts the shift we made. Like, it's A&T people going through that program like constantly.
Somebody got to be somebody has to be the pioneer for it. Somebody has to be the pioneer when it comes to breaking down barriers.
I really feel like all of these situations are just handled emotionally. You know what I mean? And like I'm telling you, my cousin was pissed when I was talking about it because it's like you got to really take into account everything in totality. It's like a nightclub, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
I own a nightclub. I got a capacity I got to reach, right? I see a line of 10 white girls. Then I see another line of Hispanic and black girls. My perception, white girls can't dance. Right? Who am I let in? So now you got to look at the courtrooms. You got to look at the jobs. You got to look. That's their club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you pull up.
But see, the clubs here in Raleigh be on some others.
For sure. I said that, Sam.
Right.
I said that, bro.
I was with you.
I told him, I was like, bro.
They be on some other shit out here, bro.
A lot of them, you not even getting in with J's on.
Not even. I've been down there and I've seen people out there in like just designer shoes, you know, Balenciagas, all this stuff. And bouncers talking about those are basketball shoes. We're
Oh
like,
yeah.
we're like, who
For
do you know
sure.
was ever playing basketball in these?
Yeah.
Like, who do you know playing like these? Like, come on, man. Like, they don't know what they're doing. It's just they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't
like,
want them in there.
yeah,
you
they
know?
just trying to make up little things. Like, I seen one dude get in with sandals on, and then the next person can't get in with real shoes on. Like, you telling me, like, you letting people in with sandals on? Like, come on now. I don't want to hear
Don't
it.
even try
They
to
know
wear
what
no
they
boots,
doing.
dog.
Don't wear no boots. Don't wear no
That's
camo.
Kim.
Don't wear
That's
a shirt that's
yeah.
not.
Every
Don't wear a shirt
single
that's
time.
not tight. Don't wear pants that's not tight. Don't wear
rip jeans.
Yeah,
you
don't
might
wear
get
anything
denied
with a
too,
sneaker.
though.
Don't wear anything with a grip.
Yeah.
Don't wear anything.
9 times out of 10 when I go out, it's with him.
Rip
Nah.
jeans over.
9 times out of 10, the bouncer stops me every single time.
I believe it.
Luckily, I know my homie in there, so it's like, yo, get your man. You know
Bro,
what I'm
I
saying?
told y'all, and I dropped the name, bro. I told y'all, when I walk in Cornerstone, bro, I feel invisible. Like, it's like you walk in there and you're like, how did he get in here? Like, it's like everybody's like, no, how did he get in here? Like, for real, bro, it's crazy. It's like, it's insane. Like, I never, any other spot on Glenwood I can go and I'm like, cool, I chill. Yeah, I can chill. But it's like, when I go to, and Cornerstone's 3 different buildings.
Yeah, boy,
mind you.
boy.
It's 3 different
houses.
buildings on the same,
And
the
they
same
got-
plot
and
of
they got the
land.
outside- And they got the outside of the
Bruh,
spot now.
I'm talking
too, though.
about,
That's
I'm in
crazy,
Cornerstone.
boy.
I'm like, yeah, I gotta get out of here, bro. It's like, they didn't even want me in there to begin with, bro. It's crazy. I gotta get out of there every time, bro. It's scary. It's like somebody hit the teacup on me, bro, and I just sunk. I'm like, oh shit.
That's why
Oh
you,
damn! But I do also feel it's like we got to start bridging these gaps because people. I asked my cousin because we went to Green Hope
Yeah,
and you have
that's how you learn how to move in a
you
room,
have-
though.
exactly. But
Yeah.
you have the preppy kids. You have the Southeast Raleigh kids.
Yeah,
Then you have like the Mexicans and all of that. And I asked him, I was like, bro, like, did anybody like segregate you? Like, did a teacher come and say, you go here, you go here, you go here?
never.
Never. It's you that do. So
Never.
it takes. A
You can be
certain type
around
of
whoever
person.
you want to be around.
It takes a certain type of person to leave the minority table and go sit at the white table and talk to them.
Yeah,
It takes a certain type of person for the white person to do the same thing.
yeah.
It's all about what you're used to
But
and how you're raised.
But you know what really probably made it easy for us? Sports.
100%.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
makes it easy because you don't have no choice at this point. If
Yeah,
you want to
I'm
play
try-
this,
yo,
you're gonna have to.
that's-
Like, remember the
exactly.
Titans?
You-
They ain't had no
you
choice,
bro,
bro. They ain't had no
you
choice.
You don't because like what you said, you got to trust that next man.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro. I mean, whether you, no
Yeah.
matter what race you are, bro, I'm counting on
Bruh,
you to,
for
to
real.
execute this.
If you don't hit
Let's
this
do
dude,
it.
they could break my neck.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So I mean, I believe that, but then I put in the thing because I commend my parents for this. Is also
Exposure. Yeah.
to the different environments because as a kid growing up, I was around my family a lot. I mean, my family's close. I was around my family. I grew up with my cousins and stuff like that. But I was also in predominantly white schools until I think I got to like high school. And then you kind of get the change.
Yeah.
And you kind of see the shift and change. I'm like, oh, okay. You got to move a little different.
Yeah, yeah.
But by going through all that, like, you know what I'm saying? You get very acclimated. So I know how to like talk and react with mixed crowds of people because
Yeah.
I was in the schools that had a little bit of everything. Then I went to a school that was basically a lot of me in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's-
So
man.
you know how to work around it. So like going to A&T, HBU.
My
is easy.
graduating
State
class
stuff
at Green
easy.
Hope probably had. It was 600 students. We probably had what would you say, 25?
I don't know. I
At the-
graduated before.
I know, but just think about your graduating class. Like,
I
y'all had
I
it.
some.
Yeah, but y'all still had the Raleigh buses. And we was getting less and less Raleigh buses. Mind you, this is a bus of black people getting bused into the school.
Yeah, facts.
So I'm gonna say we had maybe. I'm gonna say max out of 600. I'm gonna say max we had 45 black people in my graduating class, and that's a huge max because I'm really running out. I can't name past 12 seriously. And then I went to A&T.
Oh, bro.
Facts. It's a different world.
Yeah.
It was literally a different world. But that's what I was seeking by going to a HBCU. Like for me, it was an experience of okay, I've been around a lot majority black school. I've been around majority white school, and it's like, okay, like let me go. I want this next experience of my life to be with my people, and that's why I went to a HBCU. Mm-hmm. But I tell people who've come from majority black schools that a HBCU will make you love your people again, because it's a certain standard of your
culture,
people.
I think it's the culture the schools create too.
Think about the negative,
amazing.
Just the negative connotation around being people like in high school. Sometimes you get those high schools where everybody's fighting, everybody's doing this, and just causing a problem. And I said, being at HBCU, it's a higher standard of the black person that you're going to be around, because these are people who are choosing higher education. These are people who hold themselves to a higher degree of, and decided that this was their next step. And it kind of shows you, like they said, the excellence, like the pride, like in yourself again. It just kind of helps you just feel to love yourself again. You know what I mean? Because the country don't want you to love yourself.
I just appreciated going there, one, solely because I'm like you, when I was looking at going there, I actually went to Hampton first. I even went smaller. You know what I'm saying? A private little HBCU. Yeah. But it was more so, for me, I think it was like the interaction between like big classrooms and smaller class sizes. So I felt like when I went to HBCU, like a large class size for them was like 20, maybe 30 max students, which is like nothing. That's small. You know what I'm saying?
That's a regular class.
That's a regular. It's a regular class. That, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that felt comfortable to me, because I had more of a pride and sense, and I wanted to like know my professors, and I actually be able to like ask them if I needed like help with something.
That's why you gotta sit in the front seat, man.
Yeah, for real.
Really
sit
in the front row, bro. You really gotta sit in the front row. It
because
gets that relationship.
I went to state, like even in grad school, our stuff was small, but you still had those huge general ed classes for the first, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Little,
teacher don't know you from nothing but a line in an Excel spreadsheet.
It's like 100 of us in there.
Yeah.
Like we got it's grad school students, undergrad, track 5 students, and it's like, bro, we're all in this room. Like they don't know me at all. I just sign a paper,
and that's it.
I was there, and that's it, bro.
That's it.
And all they know is
click
just
in
your grade. Yeah, click in, you out.
But the big thing about when we talk about acclimation, right? You're fighting your upbringing. So by the time you hit high school, you have your tendencies already. You have your way of thought. You have your habit, your bad habits, your good habits, all that. So, like you said, when you go to college, a lot of your mentality is kind of set, though. So now you're fighting that, and people who fail are people who can't
change. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's where the maturity
20s is
comes
growth.
That's where the maturity comes in.
20s is all growth. If you can't grow, then you're just gonna be stuck.
Yeah. Facts.
Like, so when we talk about acclimation, like, how do you think these big names are gonna acclimate to schools like Howard and getting these 5-star recruits? So Don Maker, is it his other son?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of these young boys coming out of these new like 21 through 23 classes, talking about, you know what I'm saying, basically going back like to the HBCUs instead of like the big PWI schools. And it's it's actually a pretty incredible move. But the thing that my dad always told me is like, you gotta think too, it's like you could take any 5 of these kids that, like, I mean, just think about it, you take a Duke roster. I mean, not saying these HBCU coaches aren't good. They just don't have that same caliber of players they pull from. But if you take those same guys and put them in a school, they're gonna play the same. They're gonna ball out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the thing is, you take 5 freshmen, you don't know what you're getting. Like, you know what I mean? It's 5 freshmen. Like, they adjust to your system. Yeah, they still got a talent. They're still athletes. They still freak. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you just got to have people that want to sign on. Like, I think Mikey saying what he said is a big thing. I think it's a great thing. And he's saying that, you know, if anybody's going to make money off him, it's going to be HBCU, blah, blah, blah. But also, Mikey's never going to play for HBCU because in he can go straight to the NBA. Like, so it's like, okay, it is great what he says, and you see the shift starting to change. But I think we need one of those Fab Five type of players. You know, all y'all the top 6 people in your class, and y'all go to HBCU and y'all just go run. Because A&T, I know A&T, they play the higher ups early on in the season. They play the big schools early in the season.
And then when you still get that tournament bid, you still get a tournament bid. You
get the whole experience of still playing with these other schools. It's just y'all, like you said, it's a lack in talent, right? So that's why you need to go. Yeah, so you need to go and get you a 5. Y'all go get y'all 5 from the class of 2020, and then do this. Yeah. Not just one-offs, because the one-offs, they can't make the change that they need to make by themselves. Yeah, like just like when black people started getting play in actual college games, the one coach from Texas, he wasn't playing just one. You know what I mean? It was a change when he played all 5 black players. Like one black player was a change, cool, but they could adjust to that. But when you played all 5, that's when the whole culture shifted of basketball. So it's like you need a whole 5 of these young cats, a whole maybe 10 of these young cats to say, you know what, we're going to choose our coach. We're going to go down here and we're going to ball out for the next 2 years.
Kobe just brought a good point to us, too, one of our followers.
Kobe, hooray.
Shout out.
What's good, my boy? He
said, you know what I'm saying, I have a number of friends that were highly recruited athletes, and the facilities are what make the difference on the visit. And I honestly, I can't disagree and say that's not true.
No, it's definitely true.
Because, I went on a few visits. Yeah. And, schools are ridiculous.
But why do these schools have facilities like this? Because all the players have been going there and getting money. This
is the crazy part, because that's why I said this video my mentor had sent me. And I was telling them about that, like, I think it was like maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And literally, it shows, bro, okay, so the black college football, when it first started, because this is like pre-segregation and everything. Yeah. So all these athletes, black college football, they said was amazing. It was like you saw some of the greatest athletes battling every week.
Because they were top athletes, though. They were top choices.
And they had no other there was no option to go.
Yeah. So you wasn't going to any other school.
Then you get then that's when you started seeing, okay, the other schools, big schools in the nation, like Alabama at that time, was not getting over that hump to win. Yeah. So now it's like, okay, well, what can we do? What can be an X factor?
Well, we hear about these guys who've been killing it down here.
They're just super fast. These guys are strong. Yeah. Let's go get them, and they can take the best players off the scene because they bring them to the, this way bigger university, offer them stuff that
nice gym, nice food.
That's what I've never seen before.
But that's where I think that's where our community comes back into play, right? Because you have these celebrities who go to these college games and act like that they went to the school. You got Drake's in Kentucky who act like he graduated from Kentucky. You know what I mean? Like you have this. So if you see some of your favorite players decide to go to HBCU, go invest your money. Why not have a gym named after you at a HBCU?
Facts. Yeah.
Why not have the fitness center named after you if you're gonna do something like that? You know what I mean? Why not? Go. I think once, like I said, I think for me, this one we'll see the change. Great. I see players coming together and say, you know what, I'm gonna choose HBCU. I think you'll see the change when you have a Fab 5 scenario where you have the top point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward center, and they say, you know what, we're going to A&T and we're going to run it. We're going to definitely run that conference because we're the best, and we're going to go to the tournament and we're going to run everybody in the tournament too. But you have to have somebody who does that. That's the change because all 5 of them, they still gonna go to the league in the next year. Because you showing me that you go to HBCU, you're one player that goes to HBCU, it's still kind of hard to believe. You're still just one player that was really good that still made it. And the Maker kid, he's 7-something. He's like 7'7". You can't teach that. He was going to the league. He was going to the league regardless. Yeah. Once he got league age, he was going regardless. He's 7'7". But
that's all the mentality of betting on yourself, though.
You got to.
You know what I mean? Because
just like Duke had. Duke had the top 5, 3 of the top 5 players. Shit was crazy.
And I even listened to Tyler Perry interview, and a lot of people threw him like $1 million or $500,000 for some of his plays. Yeah. It was like, nah. You know what I mean? Because at some point you gotta have faith in your value. Yeah. And understand how you move can open the door for the next person. And all of that sounds great, but when you go to the HBCU, then you go to the league, you got to turn around and
Get
back
back.
to HBCU.
Yeah.
Because that all of that money has to be returned.
But that's what I'm saying. Imagine you getting your 5 and y'all literally go undefeated in the tournament.
You setting the tone now.
You set the tone, like, you know what I mean.
And
you
open
set
up the door for
anybody
other
else to
athletes.
do it. You know what I mean. But it's gonna be that first 5 that's never forgotten. Like just like the Fab 5. Like
They might not have won.
You don't even gotta win it. You don't even gotta win
They
it.
didn't win a championship, but they set a.
You don't even gotta win it, bro. You don't even gotta win it. Like you just gotta go and do it, and then you're gonna have something happen. And I think what hurts right now is a lot of, like, you seen this kid. He went to Howard. HU is very marketable. It's in DC. DC has a lot that you can offer outside of school. The school is actually in the city. You know what I mean? So it's like he's not really missing out on anything by going there because he's still in DC. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's in a good spot. Like, so you got the Wizards facility he can probably get into. Like, you know what I mean? He has access to stuff that, you know what I mean, that he needs for in the off season, blah, blah, blah. So you got to figure out a way to get, like you said, some big time investments so that you can offer something in a Greensboro, so that you can offer something in a.
But that's a good point you bring, because Kobe just
Hampton, Virginia,
threw another good one in here, saying, like, you know, for instance, just so you know, like Harvard gets so much money from the alumni that they can be open with 0 students for a year and not miss a beat.
I believe it.
HBCUs are not getting that same from the alumni, but you know.
But we're also not getting
the same type
the type of jobs and the same type of pay and the same type of
So I'm like, I can totally believe that. I mean,
somewhat, because if you look at every major league, every major team, they have 80% minorities, black people. To be
I'm trying to figure out why every coach in the league hasn't said anything.
But ain't a lot out of that 80%, it might be like 3.
No, but it doesn't matter though. You know the vision.
But why? But the only reason they're not from HBCUs
they're at the big
is
PWI
because they
schools.
is because they didn't choose the HBCUs. They could have easily 80% of that could have easily came straight out of HBCU if they chose to go to HBCU.
My point is, all 3 of us aren't the smartest people in America.
No.
So out of all these people who's in the league who can see what's going on, why would you not pick a HBCU and then
invest?
Donate.
Well, I don't. I mean, I think people are still chasing that. Like, you know, you always want your money to be as long as possible.
Is that true?
I think so. I think you always, because you want your money to travel as far as it can.
Is that true? Because T-Pain just talked about him buying a $1.6 million chain. You know what I'm saying?
T-Pain also ain't got no kids.
It don't matter. What I'm talking about is that money could have been to a HBCU.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And T-Pain is not the richest.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And he's not the only.
But you gotta want to. Like, you gotta want to. You gotta want to.
I think it's want, and then a lot of behind the want is like the tie. Like there's like a pool that also has you wanting to do that.
Yeah.
Like you'll see LeBron do certain stuff in Akron because that's like
where he from. Yeah, that's
like something that's got a pool for him to do something for that area. It's like, you know what I'm saying? We're saying like, oh, T-Pain ain't never been down to no Greensboro.
Yeah, but he from the swamp.
Nah,
too,
but
you know
but the thing is, a lot of them artists done been to A&T homecoming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And ain't support not a thing. So
you know what I'm saying?
They done had Drake done performed in the Greensboro
Coliseum. Performed about 3-4 times.
Yeah, everybody performed at the Greensboro Coliseum. You know who students is at the Greensboro Coliseum. You know A&T in there. Come on, don't play.
Since we talking about some
supporting that
don't play.
Questionable decisions. You know what I'm saying? Since we talk about celebrities making questionable decisions.
Yeah, because y'all slacking, man. Get that money back, man.
I got something I need to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Sam probably. You know what I'm saying? Gonna headline this.
Damn, why am I headlining?
Because you like that weird stuff.
So, damn.
What you think about Jada in this Will situation?
Okay. Well, this
is your bag.
Let's say I did not like the weird stuff. I didn't even like the way that sounded when you said it. But for me, and I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. Take it back to Kevin Hart and his situation. Mm-hmm. Artists, you have these celebrities and artists and these entertainers, and they're getting caught having these affairs. Caught. Mm-hmm. And I say that the way I say it because I feel like when you hit a certain level they're not getting caught.
It's implied type.
Yeah, it's, well, not even implied. I don't think they're getting caught. I think Kevin Hart's wife knew that he had somebody that he was dealing with, and I think it's a situation of as long as it doesn't come out in the news and you don't embarrass me, it is what it is. No harm, no foul. Like, but it's once it comes out, then it has to be. It can't be like
we knew.
Oh, I already knew that, because that is worse than you getting cheated on to a lot to society.
To society.
It's worse for you to know that your person is cheating on you, because the thing is now they're going, it's always that, well, if you can have somebody, then I can have somebody too, right?
Okay, wait.
And a lot of times that's not the case.
But you use that word because that's what society makes nasty, right? Cheating.
Yeah.
So is it cheating? Because the thing that I put in the group chat was Will Smith gave him the green light.
Yeah, I saw that.
So when it comes to that, what do you think?
I think that it's possible that Will Smith might have gave him the green light. I think that it's very possible. But I also think that as a man, you don't go and tell that. Like,
you think
I think August is definitely wrong. Because in the Bible it says, "Thou shalt not covet another man's wife." That is literally verbatim what it says.
Biblical.
This is where I started getting, because the threesome thing, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But when it comes to August saying that they basically borderline live together and he around the kids and all of that extra stuff,
And he was though.
but this is where I start having issues with it. It's like, it's not my relationship, but for me personally, I wouldn't
Be that close.
What's the point of being with a person if you just go and just let her be with somebody else?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. And like,
but see, I don't think it was a situation of like her really being with somebody else. And I had posted it. Like I said, okay, so August got manipulated by an older woman, and now the younger chicks don't do it for him. I said it happens very commonly. So
you give him the victim card.
No, I'm not giving him the the thing is, he's playing the victim card because he's telling everybody because his album dropped. And the thing is though, like
sales, dog.
this is where it really gets bad. So you watch the interview and he talks about how he could die tomorrow because he truly knows how to love somebody. You didn't. You borrowed somebody temporarily who never really gave themselves to you. She never had a kid with you. Y'all didn't get married. Y'all didn't do anything. Y'all hid your relation.
She didn't love him.
It wasn't mutual.
It wasn't a mutual of giving.
Yeah.
Like she gave herself to him, probably emotionally, probably spiritually, probably physically, but she didn't give herself to him.
I don't think any of that's true.
She didn't give herself completely to him like he probably gave himself to her. Like he probably loves the shit out of her. But because of the things she was able to teach him, they were able to do, the maturity level, the conversations they had, all that stuff.
Yeah, I feel like she gave her everything to Will.
Yeah.
Right?
It wasn't all hers to give to him is what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So she gave her all to Will, and she just had him satisfy some urges.
Yeah.
And
whether that's emotionally, spiritually, or physically, because if they're spending the time that they were kind of spending, Will's not around. That's basically, and that's why I say he could possibly have given him the blessing. Because if I'm not around, say I'm out and doing a movie for 6 months, and you're there, that's what you're there for. That's what you're there for.
You're rich enough to bring her with you.
She got her own thing going.
So, if we take it out of that situation, how y'all feel about that? Would you be able to do that?
I can't say it from where I am in life right now. Nah, like from where I am right now in life, nah, I'm not fucking with it. Like I'm not fucking with it.
Because at that point, what's the point of being with somebody if you're gonna let her just
there's worse things to go through in a relationship than your person having sex with somebody else.
That wasn't it.
But that's why they're doing it. Because there's worse things than that.
Yeah, but we talked about cheating, bro. Sex is one thing. That's one thing complete.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. But when we talk about the emotional attachment and the spiritual attachment. You talk about some other stuff.
That was what he said, though.
I agree with you. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, if they spend if I'm married, ain't no other man spending time with my kids and playing house when I'm gone. Like, that's a whole nother.
And
that's nasty, bro.
And to think
That's
about
nasty.
it, and to think about it like that is why I don't think it happened the way that he said it happened. Because as a Jaden, as a Willow, that's a fuck no. Like, bro's like my age. Like, for him to be walking around this joint like he's my dad, like, that's a no. You know what I mean? Like, nah. So that's why I'm like, so that's why I'm like, I don't think it was what he's saying it was as what we seen. But I think to him, he really was like, really like, because the thing is, if I can chill with Jada all day on some chill, like, probably it wasn't even about the sex, like, just really on some chill stuff. Yeah, just vibing. And then we had sex at the end of the night. Like, I'm thinking, like, damn, I really fuck with her, like, cause I ain't even worried about fucking her. Like, I ain't even worried about the sex. Like, we done chill all day. We done had a family day, and then I got it at the end of the night, like it was mine. Like, that's when you start getting the mind manipulation, because it's not yours. Now you start walking around, you start trying on Will's robe on some shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's when you get caught out. Yeah, this is why you get caught out. Like, that's why you can't be in it like that.
This is because me and him always have these wild conversations, man. It's just like, you start allowing. When you start allowing your something special to start getting tainted, ain't no going back. You know what I'm saying? Like, once
you put the ink in the water,
ain't no going back to clarity.
Yeah, but maybe there wasn't, and that's the thing. We've heard years that they were swingers.
They were open.
We've heard for years, and that's why I'm like, yo, okay, like, it's possible. Like, if it's just a sexual thing, and we both know, like, we're not getting divorced. We both know, like, we got a family. We're still going to do our family thing. We never miss our family stuff. Like, da-da-da. We got it inked in stone. What are you missing out?
Facts.
What are you missing out on?
Swingers don't come home with you. That's my thing. When you have a threesome, y'all didn't eat breakfast together like y'all in a relationship.
Why not? Why not?
You start.
Why can't you eat breakfast with them?
You can, but what I'm saying is, what you're doing is you blurring lines.
No, but see, it's a control thing. Self-control thing. And bro lost his self-control. He was dive deep in them yams, bro. That's Jada, bro.
It will never end positively.
That's Jada. Yeah, and it didn't. He literally was just talking about he was good to die.
Yeah, clearly.
Like, no, it didn't end right. Heck, it ended completely wrong, bro. And so I had this conversation because, I posted about it, and they were talking about, and I said, he got manipulated, blah, blah, blah. And I was told, well, that happens to girls too. Da, 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 da. And my whole thing is, a man never seeks a cougar for money. Mm-hmm. They got sugar babies who are going after these old ass men for money.
For bread.
Mm-hmm. Like, so you're seeking. It's not really manipulated to me when you're seeking this exchange.
Seeking the money.
As a young man, we trying to see what that thing about for an old woman. I don't need her to pay no bills, get no PS5, no nothing. She might give me the PS5 if I do what I need to do. But that's not what we looking for. We looking for a mature sexual partner when we're looking for older women. Like, it's strictly the sex. Like, so that's why. So that's why I'm like, yo. But it's never about, you pay my bills, you know what I mean? Yeah. And sometimes it is, but for the most part, it's not. It's just a fantasy of, you want that grown woman, da da da. Mm-hmm. But that's where the manipulation comes into play, because there's no real exchange. Like, you start fucking with the old head, you like, damn, like, she done taught you how to cook, she done made you some meals, she done woke you up to some neck, she done bought you a bottle. You like, dang.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not really what you describing. Isn't really just a sexual encounter. It's the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the manipulation. That's worse.
That's what I'm saying.
That's worse.
It's the vibe, bro. It's like, sex is so easy to come by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you are with somebody,
if you just want sex, if that's what you just want, you can get that on an app.
Somebody who has their stuff together,
and
they just show you another way of moving.
Yeah,
that's what you get attracted.
That
to.
learning, that learning aspect.
Because August, he probably out here smacking mad girls,
or he did. Or he did. Like he was.
Yeah.
I think he was. And then Jada
taught him something new.
Yeah. And that's why I said,
this.
and now the young bucks don't do it for him no more because how you go back?
Yeah.
We got a comment in here, Sam. You've been attacked.
I'm constantly attacked, so bring it.
Plenty of guys look for women with money.
Yeah. Okay.
She's saying you were saying they don't.
No, I said that when a young man seeks a relationship with an older woman, it's typically not for money. It's just because he wants that older thayao.
And let me explain this dynamic.
Thank you for the clarity, sir.
Let me explain
Thank you
this
for the
dynamic.
clarity.
That ain't never gonna last. If a guy is seeking a woman for money, it will never last.
Bruh.
Because it changes the power dynamic in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So a man won't feel like a man if a woman is taking care of him.
And some men, that's okay though, because you see men staying with women just because they got a place to sleep, or you know what I mean. You see that all the time. You see that all the time.
Like that.
It's not
And I get what you're saying. But they're not happy.
No, oh yeah.
That's why
they're miserable. Yeah.
They're happy, but they using something out of. I guess what you want to say, the word would be convenience.
Yeah,
it's convenient, and they're like. It's like a little safety net.
Yeah,
for them,
they using them.
Until they can propel themselves.
And they always cheating.
Yeah, it's a leech. It's a leech.
You always hear these good women like,
parasite type of
I do
relationship.
everything for this dude, and he still cheated.
Yeah,
because that doesn't fulfill a man.
Yeah, nah.
You buying me Jordans don't fulfill me.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So I could do that for myself.
Yeah.
Now,
and you probably should. Yeah.
Now, when I come in and I got this girl cooking dinner, doing some other stuff
that you didn't even ask for,
right? And it's just about the treatment, the royalty treatment. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
any girl could bust it open.
Yeah, but the thing is, an older woman, the stuff that an older woman does for a young man is nothing to her. And it like when in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing. She's not doing nothing out of that she's going out of her way to do. Her wearing lingerie is nothing. She got a whole drawer full of them. She'd have had the drawer for 20 years. She'd have had a whole drawer full of them, bro.
Ready to bring
exactly.
Down,
and the thing is, she might not even think she looks good in it, but you do.
Yeah.
So that's why she wearing it. It's nothing for her. She just wanted somebody to think that she looked good when she wore it. Her cooking dinner. She done cooked dinner for herself every night, 7 days a week for the last 15 years. Yep. It ain't nothing to make you a plate, little nigga. For real, it ain't nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't nothing.
Facts.
You done just piped her down for 6 hours. It ain't nothing for her to give you some head in the morning because her pussy sore. she tight.
Yep. It didn't go about her day.
She's not doing nothing. She's not doing nothing. Yeah. But she's not doing nothing out of the ordinary. She's not doing nothing that's hard for her. Mm-hmm. She's doing everything that's convenient and easy for her, and she's just getting some pipe in between. Mm-hmm. And that's what you fall in love with, though. You fall in love with the stuff because she doesn't seek the reciprocation. She's not asking you, well, I made dinner last night. You need to make dinner tonight. She's just doing it because it's nothing to her. It's nothing to her. That's why you can't fall in love with it, because it's an illusion. Like a girl your age, she wants to see that reciprocation because she's like, I need to make sure that you can do the same things for me
that I can do for you.
Yeah. And it's not really a selfless thing. It's kind of, can you match my energy thing? Mm-hmm. Like a lot of older women are doing selfless acts. They're not asking you to do these things. They're not asking for a return. So that's what
they just got this shit together. They just don't. They want companionship.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt Future to take a girl for a $300 dinner because he got $300 socks. Mm-hmm. Like it don't hurt these artists to fly you out.
I actually had a post
because they got it. It ain't tricking if you got it.
But the thing is, dog.
But you gonna get tricked
with that though. You know what I'm saying? That creates a whole unrealistic expectations for other people. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said what I said.
Thing, like, because you see, like, what Kanye can do for Kim K, he's on a whole nother level
than if I had Kim K.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so is Kim K. You know what I mean? So you gotta look at like what they do in relationships or gifts they get. it may not be. It's not going to be the same thing that somebody else might be able to do because they're not in that same kind of situation.
That's why they shouldn't be goals. But, you know what I'm saying? Somebody should be your goal that you can relate to.
But
it's can't relate to Beyonce and Hope. Y'all just not on the same platter as us.
My folks always do this. It's like it's the gift. With getting anybody or doing anything for somebody. It's not. It shouldn't be always about what it is. It's like it's about the fact that they thought enough to even do it for you.
But we're so damaged by relationships that we always feel like we're getting the short end of the stick. Everybody always feels like they're getting the short end of the stick. Yeah, or it got to be equal, or it got to be this. Like, why can't you cook and clean the dishes 2 days in a row? Why just because you did it today that I gotta do it tomorrow?
Because we're in a competition type thing right now.
Yeah, and nobody wants to get the lesser of the two. Yeah.
Here's my thing. Y'all know how value
planning for shit not to work. That's what we do. We plan for shit not to work.
Y'all know value goes in like percentages. So I posted up a comment saying if a millionaire comes over to you and gets you $300, that ain't shit.
Nothing.
Right? But you more impressed than if a dude who has $100 come and give you 80. Right? That just shows how distorted your mentality is.
Yep.
Because you got this one guy who was willing to give you anything.
Yep.
Give you more than he gives himself. But you over here fascinated
by the person who never even thought about that.
Exactly.
Who wrote that 300 off as a charitable gift.
Yeah. That's what I'm
saying. You were a charitable gift. Your whole you get your pussy away as a charitable gift.
100%.
That whole flight, the dinner, the outfit he bought you, that all got written off. You were a charitable gift. That was a tithe.
But that's what I mean. That's what I mean about the perspective thing, man, because it's like everything should be put into perspective.
I mean, I'm always the person that says, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you just I be telling people, don't miss out on your blessings, dog.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you say everything that good is ain't gold.
Facts.
So just remember that because the grass ain't always greener on the other side.
And more than likely, it's never greener on the other side. It's the exact same grass.
Yeah.
Like you got the same problems, just different people. It's the exact same grass, bro. For real.
People go goals and all of this stuff, they not realizing that Kim K bought Kanye's something like $100 million of debt. She had the ability to do that. So when he gets that money back and then he buys her 10 Wendy's, you can't go, Kanye gave Kim 10 Wendy's for her birthday.
Yeah.
Kim held him down when he didn't have nothing.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? And then Beyonce also brought her steaks to the party.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Hove giving, hey, Beyonce, sexy.
Yeah.
Here's millions.
Yeah.
She brought her to the party. You got Meg Thee Stallion, Rihanna all bringing.
You can't. I think with relationships and where we're getting to the point where things are getting shaky and they're not lasting as long in general is because, like I said, people are planning for shit not to work out. You can't be worried. You can't be worried about leaving a relationship and not getting what you put in. And that's what everybody's worried about. Everybody's worried about, okay, well, if this ends tomorrow, I'm not going to leave with the short end of the stick. We're going to be either equal or I'm going to be winning. Nobody wants to leave with the, well, I just got him some shoes on his birthday.
But I didn't get nothing.
So we're not breaking up until after my birthday. Like, you know what I mean? That's how it goes these days, bro. And that's the crazy part. Like, it's like, how do you expect your relationship to blossom and the love to blossom if you don't even think it's going to work out?
A lot of people aren't building them on the right.
Exactly.
The right stages. Like, they're not building. The foundation is shaky.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if you're building off of just what somebody can do for you, that relationship is dead anyway.
It's dead.
You know what I'm saying? So I think you have to really build the relationships with some solid foundation on really in what you care and how you feel about that person, not just for the actual monetary or stuff that somebody can give you.
Okay. And see, you guys always jump on my ass when you go, why you do things out of emotion? Because everything else is fake. You know what I'm saying? I could probably get you a Lambo. I could probably get you a Tesla, but that's fake. You know what I'm saying? People put value in that. You know what can't be put into money terms? How I feel for you. You know what I'm saying? How I make you feel can never be a price tag on that.
Yeah, I mean, and there's merit to that each way. I mean, I think that's like, it's not saying like, well, this is something that you want, and I have to go get that.
Facts.
It's like, I might get you this because that's also a thing of me showing how much I care,
because
I wanted to do that for you. 100%. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference, not just because you telling me like you want this and now I need to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Because
it's called being selfless, man.
He said,
selfless. Like, I feel like the people that ask for the least get the most.
Facts.
100%.
Always.
And the ones that ask for the most, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
Well, because
and
that's what happens with men a lot. It's like when we hear you ask for something, I don't know now if I'm doing it because I want to do it or because you asked me for it. You know what I mean? So I think that's a lot of times why they don't get the things that they ask for, because it's like, as a man, I got to make sure that this is what I want to do, so I'm not regretting it. I'm not fucking like coming back to it and being like, oh, well, I did this for you and I was expecting this in return. It's like,
bro,
you got to be able to give without wanting in return.
And also, let me, I guess, put this on here just to, you know, for the clarity of the sake, you know, I don't want nobody feeling like, yo, what are they talking about? I'm not saying if a guy asks you what, you know what I'm saying, something that you want.
Yeah.
Like, I'm asking you, like, what would you like? That's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you just blatantly come out and tell me, like, well, I want this, I want this, I want that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of something I might want to do. Like, what would you like? You know what I'm saying? That's like me asking you a question to figure out what you want, so you get something that you enjoy.
Yeah.
That's a difference.
And it's okay to voice what the things that you want and you enjoy and the things that you like. It's okay to do that, but you also shouldn't expect someone to get that for you. Like, if I want some Balenciagas, it's unfair for me. It's unfair for me to expect a girl that I'm with to go get that just because I want it, and if I can't go get it myself. Now, if I got 4 or 5 pairs, and that's just kind of my thing, like, yo, I want these new ones, and you want to kind of surprise me or some shit, then that's when you'll probably get that, you know, here, I got you these, but I shouldn't expect it.
Here's where you get to see somebody's perspective, like what they really value you as. Because if you say, I really want some Balenciagas.
Yeah.
And then your girl come over.
Which I really don't want.
Yeah, and she come over and she gets you some brand new
I want some
black
Tomas.
ones.
Tell her to give me the Tomas.
Yeah, but she comes through and gets you the brand new black ones, cooks you dinner, and you know what I'm saying, does that stuff.
Yeah.
And you like, I don't want these. I want
I wanted a Balenciagas. Yeah.
You then immediately see where their value lies. It ain't in you and your intent. It's in the actual materialistic gift. And you said probably the bar of the whole podcast.
Bar game crazy. Y'all should have seen the freestyle we gave out before this joint, man.
With people are planning to fail.
Yeah.
You don't go into work that way. If you plan to fail, you're going to fail. You know what I'm saying? So how can you treat your relationship like that?
That's just life in general, dog.
Yeah.
You got to have drive.
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying.
Well,
you got to have drive.
People have to understand, and I'm getting on this new concept, man, because I think I'm getting older. I'm trying to, you know, assume that I'm getting wiser. I live on 24s. I live on 24s now. I got 24 hours. Every time I open my eyes, I got 24 hours. Yeah. I got until the next day till I close my eyes, and hopefully I wake up the next day. So I call it 24s. Even though you don't get the whole 24, you spend some of it sleep, you spend some of it working, do whatever. But every time you get a chance to do something, it needs to be intentional because you don't get tomorrow.
100%.
Time is the one thing that you can never get back.
Even being here doing this, we intentional about it. Like this is intentional for us to come here and give this time and sacrifice time doing something else and being somewhere else. Yeah.
So that's a thing. Is like, because one, like, he knows, bro. I tell people all the time, and people hit me up for some reason, like I don't know, I guess a therapist or advice man. I don't know what that is.
People feel comfortable though.
Yeah,
it's just comfortable.
Open up, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you ask the advice and I give it, it's for you to do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying, remember that's time that I took out to do for that.
Yeah.
So when I you know what I'm saying,
so when you don't listen to my shit,
you don't listen to it, and you come back to me,
and
then you ask me about it, I'm like, I already, you know what I'm saying, I kind of snapped, like I done told you.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you really want me to tell you then.
So I took my time. I took my time to listen the first time.
Yeah.
I took my
So
time
you didn't
to give
listen
you
to me.
And you ignored me.
I took time to give you advice. Now you want me to take more time to hear you not listening, got hurt, and now
it's my fault. Yeah.
And then give you more advice.
Yeah.
I don't know about about all that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's
And it's
all
not
I'm
your
saying, bro.
responsibility.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
And
That's all I'm
in 2020, you see what the hell's going on out here. That's what else crazy. People need to be more intentional of telling their friends, look, I can't stomach all that right now. Like I can't handle that. I can't handle that today. Like I don't have the capacity to handle that for you today. Like because a lot of times we just throw on our friends everything. Not even thinking about it. Not even thinking about what you had going on that
demons,
day.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I just know I can call my homie like, bro, like, yo, this shit crazy. Like, you gotta hear this. But it's not fair for me to do that all the time. And I think a lot of people take advantage of that. And there's those friends right now that are getting burnt out. And the relationships are
everybody's
struggling
crush,
because you're being a crush and you're like, yo, all right, I'm taking care of everybody, but nobody's taking care of me. And you and I think when you're one of those people who take care of everybody, you don't want to think like that. You never want to think, well, nobody's taking care of me. Nobody's taking care of me, because your first instinct is, you know what, I'm going to do this because I want to. And then, but when nobody's taking care of you, it's like, well, fuck, now I'm out here just crumbling. Like,
Yeah, but I do tell people that all the time. It's like, if I give you 100% of me and you don't give me 100% of you,
yeah, we ain't going to make it. Yeah.
My tank ain't getting replenished.
Nah.
Bro, I said,
You know what I'm saying?
You keep taking a little bit.
Every time,
Yeah, you keep
I'm
taking
down,
a little bit.
down.
He always knows my thing. I say, bro, I work with reciprocated energy. So whatever, when I'm going to give everybody, you know what I'm saying, the fair chance every time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, when I live. But it's like, whatever you give me is
Yeah.
what you going to get back.
Yeah.
Because it's not fair. I was like, it's not just that it's not fair. It's just, it's not right for somebody to give so much of themselves, and then you, like you said, people take it for granted,
Yeah.
and you just not getting that back.
Well,
That's just like, but
I've been
I think
doing
that's
this
all
whole
wising up too.
I've been doing this whole financial literacy thing, right? And it says the percent loss always hurts more than the percent gain. So if I have $1 million and I lose 30%, me to try to replenish that, if I say, you know what, I need to go make 30% back, it's not going to be the same. I'm not getting back to that mill.
Yeah.
It's because it's 30% of the new number. You know what I mean? So it's like, now I only had 700,000 because I lost 30%. So putting 30% on 700,000 ain't going to get me back to a mill. So percent loss always hurts more than percent gain.
That's real.
See, my thing is, man, like, y'all know me. I'm always working. If I'm not working, I'm at the crib.
Tell them you worked today. A lot of people was off.
Yeah,
I
we
did.
all did.
I was actually at work today for sure. And then when I get off, I'm either at home with my son or I'm making music or working on something pertaining to this.
Yeah.
So if I take my
Or
time
changing
out,
it to this dope new backdrop y'all see right behind us.
yeah. So
Damn, that joint go all the way
to
down.
me, money really don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type of person, if I go get some food, I'll turn around and ask y'all want something?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
I do, every time.
That's just how I do. And it's like,
I want something
so
now.
the money thing really ain't nothing to me. But if I'm taking my time out to make time for you on a consistent basis, that's big.
That's bigger. Yeah.
Because I'm taking time for my personal self.
Yeah.
But that's what I say. You got to remember the way this stuff breaks down. It's like that, like money and other things. Like, yeah, you can take a loss, but you always have a chance that you could always get it back.
Get it right back.
Time you can never get back.
Never.
Time.
And it's not
never
guaranteed.
coming back.
And it's not guaranteed.
It's like, so you have to like value each moment that you have with somebody, because like literally, I mean, everybody's been through loss. Like I've really talked to one of my best friends, you know, rest in peace to my bro. I really talked to him one night, and I was setting to link up with him the next day. Mm-hmm. I was getting ready to go to school that morning. I was getting in my car to drive to school, got a phone call. He passed and collapsed.
Yeah.
Bro, tore y'all up, fam. I'm like, that's crazy. I just talked to him less than like 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
6 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's what I mean.
nuts,
That's
you know
what I mean
saying?
when I say it's not guaranteed, and you gotta really
never know.
You gotta really the fight you're in, that argument, that dollar he owes you, that whatever happened, that shit ain't worth it, man. Because at the end of the day, in the very next moment, that person can be gone. So like everybody in your life, you might as well just show love, because it might be the last minute that you get.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
You might as well just show love.
Absolutely.
No matter how mad you are, no matter how pissed off you are. It's okay. Tell them you're pissed off, but do it in a loving way.
That's why reconciliation is so big with me, bro. Because I get a lot of slack on making little situations bigger, because I feel like those little situations add up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like
All that pressure.
If me and you get into a fight, before I let you take your ass home, we gonna work that shit out.
Figure it out. Yeah,
we
yeah.
gonna say, at the end of the day, I love you, dog. I don't care what you talking about.
That's what I'm saying. You can still be mad. It's okay to be mad.
But it's about why would you take it to the level of fuck you, and that's how we leave.
Yeah.
Because if you get into a car accident on the way home,
you're gonna regret.
That's gonna be the last thing I said to you.
Yeah.
Dog. So it's like when people really don't get that fact of why am I gonna take it to that level?
Yeah.
Every single time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just because I'm like him too. Like I deal with a lot of loss, and even with my family, my friends, and stuff like that, is you start to realize time is sacred, bruh. So even if we're not getting, I grew up with you. I grew up with him. So it's like I'm never gonna let him go and me just be pissed at him.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like I know we ain't see eye to eye
on
this,
but
it's still love, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people
miss out on that
for sure.
Yeah, and had those regrets. They had those regret moments where it's like I have a regret moment, and it's crazy because like when I lost my grandma, we were on good terms. We had a great relationship, but I remember one argument that we had, like one, and it probably wasn't even around the time that she passed. But I have a regret for that one argument because that was the one time I didn't show her love, and that's the one I can remember that moment like it happened yesterday. Because of that, I just had that regret. Like, dang, that was one day I could have really just showed her some love, and I didn't. We just got into it, just one day.
That's why I believe being happy is a choice, bro.
It is.
How you treat people is a choice. You being mad is never an excuse to disrespect somebody to that level. You know what I'm saying? And I take that shit so personal. Like on a, it don't matter who it is. It could be my mom. If she take it to a level where it's
hurtful,
just disrespectful, bro. Like, I feel like you kind of like degrading our relationship at that point. Because
took it down a notch.
Yeah, because it's like if you really love me, it don't matter how mad you are, you ain't gonna come at me that way.
That way,
You know what I'm saying? Like I get it, and that's why I tell him, I tell everybody I'm around. I'm like, if I'm really pissed, you gonna see me shut up.
Yeah.
Because,
I'm just get quiet because I don't want to say nothing I'm gonna regret.
Yeah. And that's just how I am. So like I would leave.
Yeah.
And I'll come back when I'm ready to not just be hurtful.
Yeah.
Because me just being spiteful and just trying to hurt
jabbing,
your feelings
yeah.
ain't accomplishing
anything. Because I can do it with the best of them. That's my problem too.
Hey,
I'll say that thing. I'll go right for the jug.
Bro,
I go right for the jug.
Crazy all the damn time. Cause I'm like, dog, like I'm not gonna go back and forth, bro.
Nah.
Like,
I'm gonna shut it down, or we're gonna shut it down.
You know what I'm saying? It get, you know what I'm saying, funny to talk back on, like, oh yeah, I did this, but at that moment, bro, like it could be the last.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they know for me, dog. They know for me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm very. I like to have fun, bro. I joke. I'm very comedic, like 90% of the time.
Yeah,
probably
comedic. But he just ain't funny.
Yeah.
It's like
hurtful.
this is what happened when you got the sheeps around the goats. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, the black sheep.
You know
if anything.
Okay,
I'll be that.
We still gonna shave the wool.
I
need my coat. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But no, I mean for real, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a person that I think I like to laugh a lot. It generally takes a lot, you know what I'm saying? A lot for me to like
hit that level
or point. But when I do snap, it's not like when I do snap, it's like, bro, I done put on so much. I done tried, bro.
Yeah.
So now it's like it's out of love though. Yeah. It's out of love too. It's like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm like people joke like you small, but I never get ran over though. You're not gonna run over though. You know,
bro said he got mad, but these love taps.
You got to feel these words. You know what I'm saying?
Feel these.
You ain't listening to them.
It's
so
love though. It's love though. I'm showing everybody love, baby.
Yeah. And I don't bounce.
Come on, Dick.
I know in football we talk about short-term memory and stuff, but it's like you said, it takes a lot to get me to that level where I'm pissed off. But when I'm pissed off, you got to give me time to not be pissed off no more, because like I'm not gonna just 5 minutes later be like, all right, let's just watch a movie and shit. Now I got to dwell on that. You know what I'm saying? I got to
feel like why I was mad. Why I got like, so damn mad.
Why I even got mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so
why did I think what I thought when I got mad? Because I don't even want to talk about what I was thinking. So
facts.
That's what I'm saying. That's good stuff, though.
If you learn anything from us, bro, just seize the moment, man.
Yeah, for real.
Just appreciate the time and the people around you.
Yeah, and the thing is like if you live your life that intentionally, man, the world will work itself out for you. You don't have to worry about getting the short end of the stick or the the energy not being reciprocated.
I'm glad you said that.
If you give yourself 100%, you'll never regret whatever comes after that. And then you'll see. You can visually see, but when you faking it and you're not really giving yourself, you'll never see the signs of somebody not giving themselves. When you give yourself 100, you'll notice who's doing the same, who's giving it back to you. Those are people you need to be around. You can let everybody else go.
Word up.
But you gotta live the life.
Karma comes back.
You can't be in it. You can't be half vegan. Like we say all the time. You gotta be in it 100%. If you're gonna live that way, then be that way.
On that, yo, great job, Sam, with the clothes.
Yeah.
We
can't really top
that note, dog.
We out.
We gonna be out on that.
I'm
note,
back,
dog.
baby. What a love at Drake status.
Yeah, man. Karma always comes back. You know what I'm saying? So just
Facts,
give
man.
everything your all.
And we love y'all. Don't
So-
celebrate the 4th. We celebrate Juneteenth.
Oop.
Honestly, you know what? Actually, before we go, y'all celebrating the 4th?
Not really, bro. Like this
I
has
really
been
don't got
this is
no
like one of
plans.
the first times like
There's nothing.
plans have been
yeah.
like bad.
So what?
Like,
Is,
they're-
so do
they're-
you
yeah,
consider?
yeah.
Do you consider if we like got together, would that be celebrating the 4th? Or is
Well,
that
that's what somebody was trying to say that, but I don't think that because it's like, bro, I look at it as like me getting together or cooking. I do that joint.
We
And
all
it-
the
and
time.
it we got- yeah.
Just because it's the 4th of July, don't
Yeah.
make that no damn.
Well, I just ain't
different.
wanna look bad because I'm about to go cook out.
Yeah, I ain't busting no fireworks out there. You don't see me
Yeah.
all out in the mix doing crazy. Like,
I
bro,
do got
I'm-
fireworks. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah.
Well,
You
know,
got
sorry,
son
but you
now.
got kids
Yeah,
though.
you
You
got
got
son,
kids
yeah.
though. So I mean, that's the kind of different thing. But as far as me, I ain't got no kids. I'm just with my folks, bro. We chilling, dog. We eating food like we
I'm
normally
with it.
do.
I'm with it. All right, man. We'll catch y'all next.
But yeah, we'll catch y'all next time, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for kicking it with us. You already know. No Yes Man Podcast. It's the boy New Future Flash we got.
It's your boy Ralph _ hat. Y'all follow me. Make sure before we get out of here, y'all go down, hit the like button, comment.
Share,
also
subscribe.
need to share, subscribe to the channel, and definitely don't forget to turn that post notification bell on. And I ain't gonna tell you no more.
No more.
We got.
Y'all know what it is, man. SDOT. That's me at Master and the Man. Check your boy out.
Control your narrative.
What a shame to see me this way. You're so fine, can't look away. It's like I'm holding my tongue. I just hope I don't bite it.